going on, guys? Jay, that Dream Guy. We're in a bathroom today. The owners just wanted a video of their toilet line to make sure everything was looking good. So we're going to be pulling off the toilet and we're going to be using the Sanyipace 50-meter drain inspection camera. So there is a few things they wanted me to mention to you guys about the camera, and then I'm going to give my honest review after the job is done. So the first thing is it's a 10.1 IPS HD display. The large high definition screen provides a clear and bright live feed, making it easier to identify cracks, clogs, or root intrusions inside the pipe. It has a built-in meter counter and a 512 Hertz transmitter. The system shows the distance the cable has traveled in the real time. The built-in 512 Hertz transmitter allows for accurate above ground location of the camera head when it's used with a 5 Hertz locator. It has a self-leveling camera head. The 23 millimeter IP68 rated camera head auto rotates to keep the image upright at all times. Combined with 12 adjustable LED lights, it delivers strong visibility in dark or murky conditions. It has video and audio recording with microphone, supports one-touch video audio recording. This is useful for job documentation or voiceover commentary during inspections. It has a durable, flexible cable available in 50 meter, 70 meter, or 100 meter lengths. This one that I have here is the 50 meter. It has a built-in battery supply that lasts up to 7 hours. So that's the stuff they wanted me to tell you guys about it. Now we're gonna get this job going, and then I will tell you the things I like about the camera, tell you the things I don't like about the camera, if there's any. I don't know. I do know. But when they sent this to me, I told them this would be an honest review. So let's get at it and see how this thing all turns out. So first things first, this is the toilet. We're going to be shutting off the water supply. That's the first thing you do. I'm going to be sucking out all the water from the bowl and the tank, and then undoing the bolts, lifting the toilet onto this tarp right there so that we don't make a mess of the floor. I'm going to change out the toilet bolts and one gasket, and then we'll start the recording. So let's get this whole video started. Hopefully you guys like the video. All right. So to start, we got our vacuum. this, for those who are interested, is no, you guys have heard me talk about that before. So first thing, shut off the water, flush the toilet. All right, here goes. That's that. Now we're going to undo the bolts and pull the toilet. That's one. That's two. Now we're just undoing the water supply. So now we're going to lift the toilet onto the tarp. All right, you guys can see got a wax gasket there. So we're going to scrape that up. I'm going to get some paper towel to make sure I don't make a mess. We'll also be cleaning that all. So this toilet actually has a repair flange on it. So it's That's like that for now. So it looks like the bolts actually are brass. So we're not going to be changing those out. And they haven't been cut, so it looks like that'll be an easy put back. I did notice the other day, it does have these little things. I'm guessing it's to help it from sliding around. I guess we'll see. Definitely doesn't work because it does slide around a fair bit. So the one thing I did notice, this already, if I could make one critique about it to start off, that is cracked. See how it bends like that? It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be solid, but it just cracked there. I don't know why. I may have hit it on something. I'm guessing that's what happened, but we don't really know because I don't know. It's a good reason, eh? So it does come with this foam insert that covers all this. It does have the skid for larger drains. I don't think this is, I think this is for a 4-inch plus. It does have this keyboard that you can plug in and write anything on the screen that you need to. It's got the power supply. So if I could make another critique, I would like the power supply to be up top. So you could just go up top with it. Here, and I know it does have the built-in battery, but there you have to plug in like that, and how they have the foam cut out, it doesn't really work the way I think it should, but you could always, you could always cut some of this foam. Like, it's just foam, it can be cut. So it does have LEDs and cleared. I don't know what cleared is yet. I'm going to try it on the video. It could just clear the screen of all the writing. I don't know. That's how the reel hooks up. Here's your audio video, I guess. So there's that. You got the power there. Comes up. So the LEDs, another thing I'm not a huge fan of, but that's just me. It's very tight to get this camera head out. Now, maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't think so, but maybe. So that's that. So you guys can see the LEDs right there. Okay, LED 2, DC 12, I'm guessing that's the battery, LED 3, LED 4, LED 5, LEDs off. Right, you guys can see no more lights on there. So we're going to bring that up to 5. Okay, so when you clear it, that's the meters. So a lot of times when you put the camera in, you want to start recording or start the meter counter when you're at the bottom of the 90, right? So you can clear that and then you're good to go. So let's put it in. You have the power button here. You have the zoom. Goes up to 5 zoom. You can take a photo. I don't have the SD card in here. It did come with one. I don't have it in here. You then have your menu, time setting, playback function, display setting, video, right? You can play if you had a card in, and you record if you had a card in. So let's get this set up. So we're going to be going down the toilet flange right there, but we'll get the screen set up to where it looks good for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to start feeding. Hopefully this don't move around too much. It might, but we'll see. I'm going to make sure the LEDs are on 5 because it's going to be dark. So the good thing about this is it wasn't far to the stack. It drops right down because we are on the top floor of a house. And this does go to septic, so I don't know if we will reach that far. So connection. Looks like this is the main pipe. So you guys can see a line coming in there. So there's a bathroom right below here. So I'm guessing that's something to do with that, maybe. So you can tell we're in a bigger pipe with how the camera is kind of sitting down at the bottom. But you guys can see everything does look really well. It's another drain coming in there. Looks like another drain coming in there. Something else at the top there. So I do got a little buildup right there. So somebody just flushed, so we're going to see some water. And apparently some nastiness. Oh, there it goes. Well, maybe no nastiness. So you can see this is actually wiring in. It has something wiring in below. So I think we're probably coming up to the septic. It looks like some ponding. So right now we're 12, almost 12 and a half meters out. I'm just waiting to see if this water goes down. I don't know if it's going to. So I will say, this thing does move around a bit when you're trying to feed it back in. The reel itself. Okay, so now let's see if this is going to drop. This is definitely something the customer is going to want to know if they've never had this videoed. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's going to be dropping. So I'm definitely going to have to tell them. You can change the date and everything, the time. I didn't do that, obviously. It's still 2023. Or right now it's 2025. So we're going to keep going anyway. Maybe it'll come out of the ponding. The septic wasn't far. I didn't think it was. That might be. So let's let me just flush again. Wonder if something's actually holding the water back. I don't think so. I think there's just some ponding in the line. So I'm gonna grab some paper towels. So as I'm pulling this out, we can talk about the things I like, the things I don't. Like I said, this is an unbiased review. So this setup right here, I like the fact that it is flexible. I did try it at some of the apartments we deal with, where the stack goes into the wall and then it tees in or Y's into the actual stack itself, and our other cameras have a hard time getting down that T. This camera, not a problem. Absolutely awesome for that. I actually told some of the guys I work with and they're so surprised. As of right now, it pushed 13 meters pretty well. I think if you're going through any hard surfaces like a hard cast iron or something like that. I did try it before and it didn't go through very far. This is saying a 50 meter. I doubt this is going to go 50 meter. If it's a straight run, maybe, with some turns and whatnot. I honestly don't think so, but I don't know 100%. I think the larger cable would be better for that. The thicker cable, I mean. Yeah, there's not a lot I don't like about it. I really do like it, and this isn't, like, you guys know me, I'm honest. I have no issues with telling people what I think about things. So, yeah, I don't know. Good camera. It's cheap. I think this is a camera, not so much for a plumbing company that does a lot of large sewer drains. This is for a small company that does small drains like this. You don't got to go too far. Let's say 20 meters. Most companies won't really need to go more than 20, 30 meters. If you're in a basement and you're going out the main line, this is probably fine. A handyman, a property management company that does their own work, something like that, I think this is a good little camera. I don't think a plumbing company that does large trunk sizes of the sewage, it would work for them, but you never know. I have guys that use other camera systems with thicker cables, and sometimes they have issues. But the thicker the cable, you're not going to be able to go through the smaller drains. This apparently you can go through a 2-inch drain or maybe even 1.5 inches. I don't know 100%. If you take off the skid, you might be able to get through 1.5 inches. Sometimes people have issues bringing the cameras out of the drains because they get stuck up. I think you'd be able to go through a floor drain trap pretty easy with this. It's nice and flexible. It's kind of weighted down so that it does fall down those stacks like I was saying, right? So honestly, as for my honest review, that's it. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of. So the handle here, it's got to be lifted to put that in. It's just a couple little things I would change. Maybe bring that up, lift that up a little bit. Have the cutout for the power supply or put the power supply up top. Honestly, probably a better case. I don't know what kind of case this is, but I know Pelican makes a really good case. I have a case that I keep my camera gear in, and I don't have any issues with it. Give me 1 second. So we're gonna put this toilet back on. We're gonna put the new gasket, and then we will set the toilet, silicone around, keep a space at the back because we don't want any water seeping down if it does back up. I don't think it ever should back up. I didn't see the bathtub tying in. If I'm not mistaken, it ties in down further. That probably would have been one of those lines we seen further on down. Bathroom sink, I'm not too sure about. But yeah, so let's get this toilet put back on. And while we're doing that, if you guys like this kind of video, help me out. Give it a like, comment, subscribe. I tried to stop asking. No, I didn't try, but I was gonna try stopping asking for that. But it didn't happen. So it is what it is, right? A lot of people using these toilets today. It is 8:30 in the morning. And oddly enough, I leave today to start driving out west. We are taking a family trip. We're going to be gone for 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing some videos probably of the trip. So let me know if you guys like to see that. So, wax gasket from Odie. So remember, lift with your back, not your legs. Oh, I mean lift with your legs. Your legs, not your back. There goes Jay trying to be funny. What do you mean trying? What do you mean trying? So, doing up the water supply now. Turn that water on. Nuts and washers. That's outside. Nice and tight. I'll be looking at my bum. Got some white silicone. Alright. So I like using these little squeeze bottle silicones. I find them so much easier to deal with. I gotta go get a knife. I'll be right back. So where to pause this? Probably not.
I guess I you took the notification on my phone.
Alright, I'm back. So, that silicone, the camera is overheating, so we may end up shutting this off before you guys see that everything's all good. But what I do want you guys to do is let me know what you guys think of the camera system. Show you guys the final flush. I always like to hold down the handle. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Jay That Drain Guy signing out. Until next time, Trogna.